OnePlus Pad 2 first impressions. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Full transparency right away. OnePlus did send this tablet out for review. However, I was not paid a fee or anything like that to make this video. So all opinions, everything you hear in this video, this first impressions, are of my own. Also, I'm not able to draw full conclusions in this video. So you're just going to get my first impressions, hands-on look at this. And we'll talk more about everything I think about the full breakdown, the full review soon. So get your questions in, what you want to know about this product. So what you're seeing here is the Nimbus Gray Edition. Starts at $549 US, $749 in Canada. You can pre-order this today on OnePlus's website, oneplus.com. Also, in late August, you'll be able to get this on Amazon. So if you want a quicker delivery time, you don't want to buy it right now, you can wait till then. This officially goes on sale July 30th. So it'll be around right around the corner here. And you also have the ability to pick up some accessories for the OnePlus Pad 2, including the OnePlus Pad 2 Smart Keyboard. That goes for $149 US. And you can get this OnePlus Stylo 2 for $99. These are upgrades to the OnePlus Pad. This is the second version, bigger screen. And you'll also be able to get the OnePlus Folio Case 2 for $39.99. So those are some great accessories that will really enhance the workflow of this product. So first impressions on the box, this OnePlus Pad just kind of looks like a OnePlus phone box, but the tablet version. It's very nice packaging though. I will say that, and it's just packaging, but I like when products are packaged nicely. Nice red and white theme going on here. Now I did actually already sign in and get this tablet set up because I don't want to like waste time with setup here. But it comes in this plastic right here like this, and you can see here is the OnePlus Pad. First impressions, very smooth. They do have a very like nice curved corners here. So that's the first impressions right there for that. Now over here, we do have ourselves some warranty guides in here, as well as a charging cable. Now the charging brick didn't come from my review sample, but you will get a charging brick in the box should you order or pre-order this. So don't fret about that. You are getting a charging brick. Also keep in mind that the pre-order will be in effect all the way until August 29th. There's also a $50 price drop if you trade in any device. You can also get the OnePlus Pad 2 Folio for an additional 50% off. So there's a lot of deals going on right now. So go to the website, check it out, and you essentially could get the whole package for like under $700. Basically all three accessories that you need for the product. But let's go ahead and take some looks at this because it's quite nice here. We do have ourselves a volume rocker right there. Up at the top, you'll see a power button. We do have speakers on the bottom and the top. Very curved corners, very smooth aluminum back or aluminium, however you like to say it. You'll see the connectors right here for the upcoming keyboard. And I will have the keyboard before the full review, so stay tuned. USB-C 3.2 OTG right there, microphone hole, and two speakers on the bottom. Now on the back side, you're going to see a circular camera bump, and it's very thin, very light. However, I do notice that it might get in the way. I'll talk more about that in the full review, how it's affected my use as I get more time with this. But just feels nice so far. OnePlus logo right there. So minimal, clean, and just a nice addition to the Android tablet market here. So let me go get in and I'll show you more about the tablet. So first impressions on the actual tablet, it looks really rounded in the corners. It feels quite light, especially with no accessories attached. Again, 1.29 pounds is the official weight rating for this. So pretty darn light, just a little bit over a pound. So it's a pretty light tablet. Also, I'm noticing it just looks kind of smooth going through the operating system. I mean, you've seen the OnePlus phones. Wouldn't you expect this to be smooth as well? I will look into how the performance is and give you my final conclusion soon. But if you just go to About Device, you can just see the key specs there. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 12.1 inch display, 9510 milliamp hour battery, 12 gigs of RAM plus 4 gigabytes right there. Expand by, you can do this RAM expansion, you can do RAM optimization, it'll tell you your RAM usage. I'll have to do a little bit of testing to see how many apps it can hold, how does it do with its multitasking ability, so stay tuned for that. Let's take a first look at these wallpapers, see what it does feature. Nice set of wallpapers. I like that. They got these nice different color options as well. They're all static, but they definitely do give you a nice variety of different colors depending on your mood. There's only one color though of this tablet. It'd be nice if they had more colors, but there's a Nimbus Gray in here. But those are a first look at the wallpaper. First impressions on the body is very thin, but feels very sturdy. I also noticed the build quality is really good. That's what I'm noticing on my first impressions. I will see how it fares in durability after a while, but first impressions feel solid to me overall. So this is a 7:5 aspect ratio. It's a good balance between reading and video watching on here. I haven't done a ton of either of those just yet on this product. Again, this is my first impressions, but I will say that it does feel, on first glance, it does feel like this is probably going to be a good reading experience along with a video watching experience, like a good combination. I will do a bunch of that before I come back with my full review. But that's my first take on kind of the aspect ratio. So first looking at the display, first impressions here, brightness seems adequate. I'll give you the final numbers in the full review, final conclusion on that, but it does look pretty bright. Looks like it's going to be easily usable indoors, maybe struggle a little outdoors. I'll have to check that. I'm not sure yet. It doesn't look crazy bright like the brightest tablet I've ever seen, but it definitely looks very usable. And for this price, I mean, remember the price. This tablet is less than a lot of other tablets out there. So remember that when I make some of my impressions and statements. You can't be too hard on it due to the price of it. You also see no camera cutouts, pretty minimal bezels there. And we do have a camera up there. So this is definitely meant for the landscape orientation. You could see the camera right there also has a flash on it. So there's the hardware. There's a flash on that camera. So yeah, it's definitely a landscape oriented tablet. And in the software, we are looking at Oxygen OS 14.1. There's also an update that I got right out of the box. I'm not sure. Yours might already have an update once you get it. But definitely a very clean, minimal software. I will conclude how it performs, show you more features in my full review of this thing, and if the software is worth it or not. But first impressions are it's pretty minimal and clean looking, pretty easily usable software here for, I think, majority of users. So let's go ahead and take a look at the performance. Just a quick look here. You could see Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 12 gigs of RAM. I think of this like it's a kind of like a premium smartphone in terms of the specs that are on board here, which is good because premium smartphones these days are very fast. This is running a blown up version of Android, a tablet style though, obviously. If I go over to this, you can see you could read your news just fine, no problems. There are some scrolling examples. I'm not going to give you my conclusion on performance here, but so far, first look, it looks pretty good. I'm going to look at the animations more before I give you the full rundown on this. I'm going to look at if the jitters or if it stutters, anything like that. So be subscribed for the full review. And let's give a first look at the camera. There's my Android man right there. If I zoom in, we'll go right there. I mean, you judge for yourself. I'm not going to give it my impression here on this one, but let's just say it's safe to say this should be usable. I'll give my final take. I'm actually going to do some photos with this because it looks pretty simple to use, so it won't be too difficult to get a few photo samples, so stay tuned for that. I will be covering that, but the camera is pretty simple. It doesn't have too many features, but would you expect that from a tablet? But we'll give it a little bit of a run. Also, there is a front-facing camera for video chat. Those are usually better on these and usually have a wider angle. There we go. So we'll see how that works out as well for this tablet right here. So here are the settings here. The settings menu looks pretty clean. We can see that we do have pretty simple settings here. You have apps, battery, accessibility and convenience, system updates down here, security and privacy, digital well-being, and more. I will see if I find anything special in here as I give this a run for a couple of days here, a few days. But so far, it's looking kind of like what you'll find in a OnePlus phone. I mean, you want to keep the ecosystem pretty clean, don't you? And that's what I have to say first impressions on the settings menu. In the settings, it doesn't look like you're having like a crazy amount of extras, just what you need. But I will see if I can dig around and find some specialties that come with this tablet right here. So in the area of battery, 9510 milliamp hour battery here. I will give this a run and conclude the kind of battery I've been getting for it. But so far, I haven't had enough time with it to tell you exactly how it's going to perform. It does have to adjust to my usage. But batteries at over almost 10,000 milliamps should give you a good solid life. So we'll see what it actually performs like soon. So I do want to give you a couple of specs here. You do have Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, and USB-C 3.2. So connectivity is all up to where you want it to be. And there is a face unlock, although it isn't a super secure version of a face unlock. So I'd probably go with the PIN. I don't see any fingerprint scanner on here. That would be a nice addition to the next OnePlus Pad. But we'll talk more about the unlocking experience and stuff like that coming soon. So wrapping in here on my first impressions, first hands-on look, I can tell you my first impressions are smooth. This definitely doesn't feel too heavy. It seems like a good balance and size between an 11-inch and a 13-inch tablet. It is 12.1 inches. That's a nice in-between. We don't see that aspect ratio, and we don't see this size too often. So maybe OnePlus is carving out a niche segment in terms of just kind of the way the shape of this tablet for themselves here. But give me a few days and I'll be back with my conclusions on the OnePlus Pad 2. But yeah, you can go ahead and pre-order this now if you don't want to wait for my review. Definitely go check that out at oneplus.com. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. I do want to state though that if you take advantage of these pre-orders now, those accessories are going to be cheaper. So definitely if you want to get this thing, you don't want to pay extra for the accessories, go for it now, because those accessories are going to be substantially more, especially the keyboard and the folio like thing that bends, the case that bends. Those are going to go up a little bit more, and you're going to pay more for the whole setup after August 29th. So you're going to pay a little bit more for those if you don't take advantage of the pre-order. It's just like other manufacturers. It's just how it goes. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next review of this product after I had some time with it. Again, I can't give you a full review off the top of my head. I got to use the thing. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you on the next one. Nick here. Be sure to be well, and peace.